beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll start the return inside his stride. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Western Kentucky's offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. The throw. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well. They've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum going for this squad.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Pass interference.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unleashes one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Stumbled to the ground.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
The Hilltoppers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Catch in the middle. It's Gallagher. There he goes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gallagher. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. breaks into the open. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a running game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Booker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Booker. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to...
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toppers. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Street. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Booker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got fourth down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Makes the catch. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for first.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Makes the grab on the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Gallagher. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Clemson will send the punt team out. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot?
Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Caught behind the line. It's Booker. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Makes the grab. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. It's complete on the right side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hilltoppers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
It'll be third and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Hilltoppers are marching down the field. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Hilltoppers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. All wideouts, no backs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle and streak. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him once.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield. It's Gallagher. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They're going back to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Let's go. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's ball. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. wants to fire on second down. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick spin on the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Zings it complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Booker. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They want to throw it. Looking for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's eyes. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle with Smalls. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage.
He's going to let it go. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Toppers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Off play action on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide, and they're able to get him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Things a little more comfortable after that score, and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Looking for space. It's Temple. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smalls. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The short hands, it's Marsh. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Sets up the screen. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Lowers those pads. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Hilltoppers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Sweet cut there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy.
Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Hall. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On the ground, it's Ives. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout is called by the defense and 12 seconds remain in the football game. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line.
Western Kentucky offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Military stun.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.